Okay, let's light this candle.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
saw, dude.
saw dude. Let's rock. Uh, All right.
That's how I want to start every episode. Saw, dude.
Saw dude. Welcome to Average Golf Talk, presented by us, Spicy Golf Company. Average topics, average commentary, average everything.
Average conversation.
Average conversation. You know what's not so average though? This 2020 red blend. I'll tell you that much. Do you like
Ooh,
that tagline though? I threw that in last minute. I don't know if you like that or if that's
that's
too
pretty
much.
good. I like my addition of average conversation, so
Okay,
people know what they're
maybe
getting.
we're gonna work on that. But we're here to talk about golf.
Hang on. Before we jump
Oh,
into things, we've
okay.
got a real nice title to
Oh,
pull
throw
up
that up.
here.
Oh God. We maybe got to work on like the background a little bit. Just like I know there's like the
I think
whole
it's
comet.
perfect.
Well, I think it's like the whole comet thing's happening, so I
Topical.
get it. It's I mean we're not here to talk about that, but it's on
Oh, here
it's on par for what's happening. But
on our.
yeah, like that one. So we're calling this episode 0. So to start it out, eager eagle. Uh,
Thank you,
God.
ChatGPT, for that wonderful name.
So on a scale of 1 to terrible, how bad is this going to be for our first go around?
I'm gonna give it. Um, I'll give it a 4.
4. I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna, I was gonna be a little more generous. I was gonna give us a 6. I actually like. I think we're gonna be okay at this. We'll
Wait,
see.
wait, wait, wait. Don't you want lower numbers in a golf pot or golf
Oh,
show?
with the average. Oh, that's true. So yeah, if we're going, then probably yeah. Well, you're below average with the 4, so I'll go 5. Again,
Okay.
I'll go on par for us. We'll
Nice.
roll with that. No,
Oh,
but welcome everyone to Average Golf Talk. We are not here if you're looking for any type of PGA commentary. Take your business elsewhere. We're not here to do that. That's child's play. We're here to talk about the average man golf, which is where the real content and the real players play. So, with that being said, each week we are going to start off our segment with the spicy shot of the week. This is where we showcase and evaluate some of the most exciting, absurd, dangerous in some cases, and honestly, flat out stupid golf shots made by average golfers all over the World Wide Web. Coming from two average golfers that have grand experience in this area, I think we are qualified to have a say in this conversation. What say you, Eager Eagle?
I think before we jump into these clips, do we want to first kind of identify, just get clarity on what is a spicy shot?
Oh, that is a good one. See, this is why we have you to reel me back in. So, the spicy shot. If I was going to sum this up in one sentence, I would probably say it's the shot that you want to hit, but you know you shouldn't. And
Mm.
it can work out, but it can also work not work out more times than not. It's not gonna fare well. Like it's not. Well, that's not the word. It's not gonna end well. Thank you. Can't talk. Um, but regardless, I would say of the outcome, though, right, Eagle? Like you always feel good after you take it, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like I know what I'm getting
Well,
into. I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways because it's like it's golf, man, right?
you know, swing big and then hit it again once it, you know, if it inevitably doesn't work out.
Well, and the nice thing about the spicy shot too is you can always have a second go at it because usually the first one is not going to be so hot, right? So it's you take the big cut, you're going to end up short, you're going to end in the water, you're going to end up in the wilderness, what have you, and you're going to have
But
another
what,
shot at it.
but what if you do make it? That's
Well,
what it's all about.
well, and that's just it because then comes the ego boost, there comes the gloating to the buddies, all that. I mean, but that's why we do it, right? It's for that sensation. So, I would always say, at least for Eagle and myself, by the way, I'm Papa Spice. Um, we're always searching for that elusive spicy shot. and
If
and
only
I
there
think
was like a great video kind of explaining this concept that was on the internet
oh,
somewhere.
that's right. You can go to, I think the YouTube channel is Spicy Golf Co. with a period. I believe that video does exist and it is out there. Um, so I would encourage
We'll
folks
put the
to,
link in the
yeah, we'll
description.
put the link in the description. You know, I think that small video will do it justice and explain exactly what we're talking about. People are going to get it. They're going to get it from the content we're going to show here in a minute. Can
Yeah.
you, Eagle? Do you what when you think of spicy shot? Is there a certain memory that comes to mind for you?
Um,
Is there one specific
well,
shot, perhaps?
are you talking about like a specific round that I hit one of these,
Yeah, it could be a round
or
or
just
even one that I don't know. Like maybe it was on the course, even if it didn't go well, right? Like what's that one time maybe you went for it and even maybe came up close
well, I'm thinking of the last time I actually went golfing with you, and I hit that one shot on six.
at
It was in the
Winnegamie?
woods. This was at Butamore.
Oh, at
I was in the
Butamore.
woods.
Shout out Butamore.
I had like two trees I had to sneak it between, and I
Oh
did.
God,
And I
that
went
one.
rolled down the hill after that.
Oh, dude. And I have that on video. I
Wow.
totally forgot about that one. That one was wild. So you're not doing it justice. This was on a brisk. It was still yeah like early fall, um, but I can't remember if you called your shot, but it was definitely like you had a 6 foot
There was no other
window.
option.
Yeah, there was no other option. So he had a bet. I remember this. So here, I'll start telling you fill in the gap.
Okay.
Hits we're on six. It's a par five, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or is it a
A
four? No,
long
it's a
par
five.
five. It's like
Long par five.
580 yards.
Yeah. The key to this at Butamore, so it's lined up right against the highway. So anything left is to the road and beyond. But you don't have too much room for error on the right hand side because you're just going to get lost in the wilderness. Well, my friend Eagle here put it put it well within the woods. And the only way he could either get it out was obviously to go directly left, hit it back out safe to the fairway, or pursue this 4 foot gap to hit it down the valley and then had to mind the creek on the right to ensure that you weren't going to go OB. And somehow we got to put that video up. I can't believe that shot was ridiculous. Where literally had a 3 foot window, 4 foot window, and put it exactly where you needed to. And I think you either birdied or parred it because I know you got it because we both made par. I remember that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think anyways. I think we
It
both
went
made
from
par.
like a double bogey to parring it.
That's a
Definitely.
good one. That's a good one. I think that was only like the second time you and I played Butamore too.
Yeah. I think so. How about you, Jake? Papa?
Um, Papa, thank you. Um, what comes to mind? What comes to mind? Um, you know, I would say, oh, you know what? It's a recent one. So, when I was this past summer, I had the pleasure of playing Medina Country Club here in the Chicago area, and with New Club Golf Society, we got to get the shout outs today. So shout out New Club. It was it was a 2 day tournament. We played a different private course the day before, but then we got to play Medina, which was unbelievable. And I think for me, it was probably parring 18. I shot under 90 for the day, which was like unbelievable to begin with, just to have like that memory. But I actually have a second story with this story on top of this story, which is way better. But it was parring 18 just to be able to like walk up the fairway knowing that you have an easy two putt. I perfect in the fairway, and then my second shot was like probably like 15 to the pin. Came up just short of the birdie, but my caddy gave me like the perfect read, and it was just like being able to like walk off Medina with a par. It was like unbelievable. But I would say the spiciest shot of that day and of the year is not even my own, but was my partner Kevin's. Kevin stepped up to number two. It's a par three, 140, 145 yards, maybe playing that day. Hits it, takes one bounce off the ridge, and we don't see the ball at all. And our caddy's got his gun out and everything. And he's like, boys, I don't see a ball up there. And we're like, no fucking way. We all hop in the car. One of the guys didn't even care about hitting. He's like, I don't care. Let's go. So we drive over all of our ball. We see three balls up there, and we're like, well, where, like, or two balls up there. Where's the third? And I was like, Kev, I think it's in there, man. And he goes in, and boom, he hit an ace at Medina on number two. And bear in mind, for those of you that don't know, Medina Country Club, huge in the Chicagolands, hosted the BMW, Tiger, Justin, all that good fun stuff. Hosted the BMW back in like 2019. This is not a PGA podcast. Um, but to have a hole in one there, it was unbelievable. We signed his flag and everything. So I think
That's
that's the
awesome.
spiciest shot I've been a part of, and that's the first ever uh, hole in one I've ever been a part of. So it was just cool to be, as a part of
You
that
did that.
experience and share it with them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we're
Let's take us
and we're
back for a
still
second, though.
chasing
You
it,
mentioned something, still chasing it. You mentioned
still
something,
chasing.
though. You parred 18, which
Mm-hmm.
I assume, like most clubs, is right in front of where everyone's sitting out there having a couple drinks, watching all these fools trying to, come in. The pressure of 18, especially at a nice club,
Yeah,
and like not three putting is
dude, I'm telling
intense.
you, Medina's weird. The setup for number three, so it has, I can't remember how many courses Medina has off the top of my head. I think it's five or six. I think it's six. But three is their gold signature.
Hmm.
But three ends on the front, so in the front of the clubhouse. So you're not in the back. But that being said, we had the whole group that was waiting, and it's like, these people, but it's different when you don't know them, and it's like even added pressure. But it's like, you've got your group, your partner wants you to do well. The matches were over by that point. We won, but this was just like, I just want to walk off Medina with a par. That would just be unbelievable. The last experience I have is a par,
Yeah.
and just to be able to like execute on that. And I was nervous. I get so nervous every time I'm over like a pressure situation, because I haven't played like hardly any real tournament golf, and it's so different. It's
Yeah.
so different. Every like, because man, it's like there's no gimmies. It's all these like 3 footers that you need to sink for pride. I mean, there's not much on the line, but it's you know how it is. You got to set up and you got to do it. So it was just cool to like be able to be part of that, and and actually execute. It was good. It was good. I don't know if I could do it again though. We'll see. Maybe, but
That's the thing.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Should we jump into some spicy shots of the week
Let's
here?
get into some spicy shots. It's getting me excited. So let's. We can start with yours.
Sure. It's not exactly a spicy shot in the sense of I don't know if he was trying to do this, but I thought it was great.
Okay. Well, let's.
Here we go.
Who's it by?
Someone on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Just
not
like
sure.
some
Unknown.
rando.
See, we're not a PGA podcast, so these are a bunch of no names.
That's
Just
true.
average golfers, if you will.
Average Joe
Um,
Schmo.
yeah. There we go.
Me and my money attached emotionally. I get the clutch, and if you get too close to me, I'm at the top where I'm supposed to be. Jumping in the game, felt like they coaching me for a rap.
That's it.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that's the green,
It could
right?
be fairway. Regardless, he went from total disaster, embarrassing himself, to probably a pretty playable second shot.
Probably. Hit that again. I want to see his swing. It looked like he.
Me and my money attached
Yeah.
emotionally. I get the clutch, and if you get too close to me, I'm at the
I
top
think he
where I'm
tried to
supposed
do that,
Jumping in the game,
judging by
felt
his
like they
swing.
coaching me for a rap.
Yeah, I mean he's got a good swing. I would say, other than his like, I don't know, his stupid floral shirt, whatever that is. But
Hey,
no,
man.
I mean, no, that's
We're just trying to
solid.
have fun out here.
Do you
Yeah.
think like when you step up to that, you think you're hitting it?
Like a skip off the water like that?
Yeah. You think you do that?
I think I could probably do that. Maybe not with my driver, with the 3 wood, and you gave me like 5 chances. I could do that.
I think I wouldn't hit that in 50 shots.
Really?
No, not a chance, man. Not a chance. I don't. I can like anytime. It's so funny when people are like, "Oh, if you can't drive the ball, just do a stinger." It's like how the hell do I hit a stinger? Like, and how do
No,
I skip
stingers are
anything?
so. Yeah, I don't unless you spend a lot of time at the range working on that. Like you're never gonna try and hit that ever.
No.
You know?
Well, and that's
Yeah.
see, and I always wonder because this is actually a good segue to the next one in a minute here, where it's the trick shot guys like on Instagram. It's like, how do you
Hmm.
even one? I understand you have to be, you come from some golf background and like you're good and everything, but it's like some of these trick shot ones, like I don't even know how you work on that or how you get better at that, unless
Well,
these guys are some like X tour and they're just going to be some YouTube sensations.
yeah, but also think like how many times did it take them to do that trick shot?
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
maybe 100.
You think that guy's got like 99 clips of just like terrible footage and he got the one? That's what I always wonder.
Could be.
That's always my first question. How many takes, man? How many takes?
Yeah. Agreed.
So,
All right, let's jump into yours here.
all right, let's go to the next one. Let's pull up my guy Mac Boucher. I'm pretty sure this guy's Canadian, like Canadian French, so represent. My last
All right,
name's
here we go.
Tache. Let's do it.
Saudi start line.
Dude, this thing is unfrickin' real.
Oh, there it goes.
Unbelievable.
170 yards of curve.
Jeez.
Hold on, it's not done yet. This is where it really like you to be good.
Find it.
Yep.
Got
Come on.
it. Good too, dude.
Cheddar.
Come on.
Okay. So
Saucy.
first of all, any man who
Spice.
wears his sunglasses like that
Right? Okay.
is pretty like you have enough confidence to hit a shot like that.
I'm so glad you called. Okay, first of all, have you followed this guy yet? Like, do you know
No.
anything? Okay, so I've been following him for probably the last year to year and a half. He, um, he's I'm pretty sure he's based out of Canada because he plays Kananaskis Country Club, which is like I've stayed at that hotel. I've never played it when I went to Banff, and it's an unbelievable course. And he does all of these insane shots. Like can cut the ball, can freaking draw the ball any way he likes, and his flop shot stuff is just like his iron, just everything. But it's like the cool part about him is this is actually how he like plays courses. Like this isn't just for like show. Like I've seen him on other channels and stuff, man, where he's aiming out to freaking Guam, and just like cutting it like 170 yards just to like completely cut that all the way back in is absolutely insane. And I'm so glad you called out the sunglasses because let's be real. Anytime, believe it or not, in golf, how you dress actually kind of matters because if you're going to like dress like this guy, it's like I would peg him as someone he knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah. I can't tell if he is about to go like rip some sick waves on a wakeboard
Shred the
or
gnar,
if he's just
dude.
yeah, just shred nard. Yeah.
Shred the
Shred nard on the
gnar.
course, shred nard on the water.
Yeah. No.
Here's something that was a game changer for me was I took like 2 lessons in the last 5 years.
That's a lot.
But the pro, so I grew up playing tennis, and he explained to me like just so this really is only useful for people who know how to play tennis. But just imagine like you're hitting a slice or a topspin forehand,
Uh-huh.
and like that's the exact same like philosophy in motion when you're trying to draw or slice the ball.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Well,
that made everything click for me.
Well, it's funny you say that because some of like the golf instructors I follow, they're always using a tennis racket. Like they use a
Yeah.
tennis racket to kind of exaggerate the feel, right? So, no, I empathize with that. It makes total sense.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into another one here.
What you got next? What's cooking?
Okay, so I know we're not a PGA podcast,
Great.
but I ran across this one, and I'm like,
Great.
I don't even care.
All right, fine. Throw it. Well, then we're gonna
You're
talk.
gonna. This is okay. So this is the epitome of the spicy shot. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
And it's not exactly like he's not qualified to hit it, but it's the like arguably like the riskiest thing he could do, but he pulls it off and here just
All right.
he'll
Show me. Light it up.
The third.
Oh, this guy. Of course.
this guy.
Gonna try to pull
Okay,
Nicholson in a wire
lefty.
here.
I've never heard of this guy
He's got
before.
103 yards, but that's the least
It's
of his
T-
concern right now.
Is it Tigre?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like Spanish.
Oh man.
Dude, any
Balls could be played from there.
Okay.
Chance
To
get
me,
back
that's
in
the epitome of the
and somehow
spicy shot,
salvage a par, but that's
in
a
that
very difficult
he didn't have a reasonable shot. So he's like, I'm gonna flip the wedge over, go lefty, and hit this ridiculous shot.
I'll say this, man. Anytime like the big cat, like I could watch his highlights for hours. He's unbelievable. But yes, I would agree. This is truly like one of the spiciest shots, and it's Tiger, man, of course. Like, I didn't realize you had that in your arsenal. A little bit like you said it before we got on, so I get it now.
All right, what do you want next?
Let's do. Hold on, I gotta go to my notes here. Let's do the. Let's do the. I'm just gonna say winter, and I think you'll pick up on the one that I want you to show.
Okay. All right.
So the Midwesterners will, I think. Can you pause it on this platform first?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you or
Is this
would
the
you?
setup first?
Yeah, let's just do the setup. Would you, if this was your situation right now, would you be stepping out on that?
As someone who grew up in Wisconsin my
Yes.
entire life, and who has spent a fair amount of time out on ice, absolutely not.
Dude, I honestly, I don't think you could pay me enough money because one, you look off just to the right and there's freaking water. Like there's an opening over there. So the fact that ice is like you think it's gonna hold you, I ain't buying. This guy
don't know.
is just well now you can play the clip now, but it's just I don't know, man. Anytime I see these, I'm like I wouldn't even. It's like that ball is gone.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
ball
so in
is gone.
contrast to the last clip played,
Yeah.
the risk factor was extremely high. Like he hit a lefty shot with a right-handed club, right?
Yeah.
The risk factor is more on this one, not for the same reason.
No, but for your
But-
life.
Yes.
Freaking hypothermia, bro.
All right, let's check this out.
Yeah, this is a bad idea is right.
Oh, jeez.
I just love how the music just like is so fitting with this. Like, oh,
I'm
a little
like,
jazzy, a little saucy.
Hit the ball is what's gonna happen.
don't chunk it.
Yeah, don't chunk it is right. Look at that, man.
Oh, that's
Hold on.
nice.
It cracked, man.
Can you go back? We talked over it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
There
All
he
right.
hits.
When he hits, just listen. This would
When you
freak
hit the
me
ball is
out.
what's gonna happen.
Oh, jeez.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Do you hear that?
Man.
Does he? Okay. He gets off.
Just
it.
hold on. This guy realized he just made a bad decision. Come pull me. He's starting
Oh
to
my
sink.
gosh. That
I
dude. Yes, that's pretty spicy.
well, look, when it comes to wintertime, we're very limited. So I understand if these guys want to go for it, but man, hey, kudos to him because I probably would be chunking in and I'd be at the bottom of that little pond. So it is what it is.
Speaking of which, I feel
Yeah.
like it's only fair to show the reality of the spicy shot,
Okay.
which happens. Sometimes you go for it and it works out and it's wonderful. Sometimes you get this.
And there we go. Oh God. Sick. The thing's caved in. Yeah. I mean, that's more
You
than
know,
more
it's
than
the
likely
reality
that's
of
what's
it.
gonna happen. Well, yeah, that's definitely the reality. I mean,
Given that
that's
it's our
like all
first
of our.
episode of the spicy shots of the week, I felt we need to show reality, and then
Yeah.
we all do that. I'm not even mad about that because he's out. Like if I was him, I'd be like, okay, now
Oh
I have
yeah.
a easier shot,
Oh,
and
100%.
that's the reality of playing average golf.
Right. Yeah. And I think it's safe to say neither of us are the greatest bunker players either. Especially like, I mean, that looks
Don't
like
you say
he's
that about me.
okay. Well, I'll speak for one of us. But why is my light? Oh,
Okay,
there's my light. There we go.
we
Okay, let's
got
go to mine. Oh, we got one more. This is the last one, right?
Yep.
All right.
All
So
right,
this
here we
one,
go.
this
Does
one's
it need a setup
great.
at all? Or are we good? This
Um,
looks like a professional golfer here.
just hold on. Let me just say this: if this has ever happened to you, average golfers, I feel for you because I've got a story with this. Let's just play it. Let's just play it. Watch closely.
Oh my God! Did that
Okay,
just
let's go back to
Can
that.
we rewind that? Nice.
Oh my God!
I've seen this video before, and it's funnier every time.
Did that just happen?
Oh man.
Did that just happen?
Okay,
Have you okay. So here's my
what's your story?
Again, so I was not the driver, I was
like
with
this.
I was with a group. I was with a group at Ravis Low Country Club. And it was just, we're playing 18, whatever. We get to the back, we're on a par 4. This guy, we all hit. It's the last guy to go, and he's the worst out of the group. He's not like super terrible. He's like super super average. Dude, he he lines up, and like when you're part of situations where you feel like it's happening in slow motion, right?
Hmm.
It
Usually bad situations, but yeah.
oh, exactly, and it's usually bad. It's rarely good, and at least in my experience. This guy's lining up to hit driver, and all he freaking hits this and eagle. It's like I see this bird out of the corner of my eye, and the last thought I had was, "You're not supposed to be there." And it goes doot to doot to doot, 3, 4 flaps, boom, sucker hits the ball, feathers everywhere. It was
No.
literally watching a freaking bird explode. It was so ridiculous. I've never been a
Not just
part
a
of that.
but an eagle.
Dude, it was wild. And we walked up to this thing, and it's like, I mean, obviously the thing was, had it was freaking dead. But it's like, oh my God. Like everything. It was just like everything, it just like exploded. And so I feel for this guy because it's just like a sight that, you just, I don't know. I just feel for him because it's so
That's
rare that
wild.
it's going to happen. So,
That's
got
wild.
Yeah. So
I did hit a deer once.
you've hit a deer.
It didn't die or anything. I was playing Plum Lake Golf Course up in Eagle River
Oh, okay.
area, and a lot of deer up there, obviously.
Naturally.
And one, ran across just as I was hitting the ball. It just ran away, but I felt pretty bad. Not as like I can't imagine just like seeing something explode like that.
It was
That is
absolutely
wild.
ridiculous. It was just like, and the guy went up and he was just devastated. And it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like that that thing is dead. Like you just gotta freaking move on. But it was just like, and this was like his first time like ever being at the course and all this other stuff, right? So it's just, oh my god, I fell for him. So I feel for this guy, especially with this course. Like, so this is where freaking not Cam Davis. This is where I'm blanking on the course. I'll think of it. But anyways, this is like a big like PGA course, obviously from the Victor Hovland portion of this. But yeah, man, I wish it upon no one to hit freaking birds out there at all. So
R.I.P.
R.I.P. So what do you
All
think?
right.
What do you think we should be deeming as spiciest shot of the week? What stuck out to you?
Ooh. Um, your boy, uh,
Boy,
what was his
Mac.
name? Mac. That
Yeah,
was unbelievable.
I'm gonna shout out Mac as well. I think, and that was at a pro am too. That was in Dubai, so he's got a little pressure there because I think he was golfing with like,
Yeah.
some of the PGA guys. So you've got some pressure there to execute, which neither of us would do correctly at all. We'd try, but we fail miserably. All right.
All right.
Let's so we don't have any
Let's mix it up then.
sponsors. We have no sponsors this week other than ourselves, so we're just gonna keep moving along.
We got some golf goodies to jump in here. It looks
We have some
like.
golf goodies, so that we're this is the golf goodies segment of the show here. This is where we review out of the ordinary golf gear, everything from. Did we do we do we have a call in? I didn't realize we had a call line.
I don't. Let's just. I guess. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to call in and say that you two boys stink. I mean, the worst I've ever seen. Worse than a dog defecating on baby's throw up stink. Get a new career, you jackasses. So your work nothing.
Career.
And will amount to nothing. Okay? Might as well take a long walk off a short pier, you jackasses.
I mean,
Who might this be?
Well, listen here, Sonny. This is Mr. Putters. And I'm your worst fucking nightmare, motherfuckers. Y'all stay happy now. Bye.
all right.
Okay,
First of all, I
so
didn't know we had a
I
phone
didn't
line.
realize we had a follower,
This is happened so quickly, and now we have a death threat. So that's cool.
Mr. Putters. You know what, Mr. Putters? Kindly say you back. If you want to call in next week, man, we'd love to talk to you a bit more rather than just hang up. But that's fine. Okay, Mr. Putters, it is. I didn't realize we had a call online.
I had cool feature of the
Cool
platform.
feature of the platform. You get like complimentary call-ins. All right, so Mr. Putters. Oh shoot, I'm not.
Hang
quite
on.
Okay,
What just
All right.
happened?
not quite sure. So this is a.
He apparently is our worst nightmare. First of all, we're not doing this as a career, so
Yeah, that's
sorry if it's terrible. We pretty much said up front that this was going to be very average and mediocre. So
fucking Mr. Putters. Who the hell could
Okay.
that be? Okay.
anyways,
So, anyways, golf goodies section. We're gonna review clubs, bags, balls, clothes, accessories, you name it. Yeah, we're here to shine the light on truly the unique products in golf. So, so this is a spicy little nugget that I found this week. If you want to pull that bad boy up,
Here we go.
Be glad.
11 clubs in one. We're gonna try and play a par 4 with it. Let's do this thing. We got it on the lowest loft setting, which is actually the putter setting. We'll see if we can get this guy up in the air. Oh, that's low. Scoot through there. 115 yards. I put it on the sand wedge setting. We'll see how that does.
Give me a break.
Oh, be enough. A little bit short. Throwing it back to the putter setting.
Putter setting.
Oh, hang out, hang out. Kind of tough putting this far away from the ball. Ah, just not enough. Bang.
So let me just say
Wow.
this. We're going to do an honest review here. The schmucks that invented this thing need to just crawl in a hole and stay there. This is absurd. Absolutely
Okay, I need to
absurd.
rewind.
So
Really
this
good shot of
company,
this here.
well, here's the thing, man. I don't know who this guy is. Major kudos to the player because you know this piece of equipment is complete and utter dog shit. They used to be called, it's like Qualdorf Golf or something like that. All you need to Google is Q Golf. You go to their website, one club for all 18 holes. Yeah, okay. The adjustable golf club you can play with the whole round. And truly, just watch the video. Have you gone to their website and checked this
I'm
out
looking
yet?
at it right now.
So if you play that first video, which I don't know if you can pull it up here, I don't think so, but we'll put it in the description. Dude, it's just, first of all, anytime you're trying to like legitimize a product, like just get like a Scottish or Brit guy that you can pay off. Like apparently this is the guy that like made it and it'll sound more authentic. This thing, and if you look, this thing costs like $400. So in the grand scheme of things, it's like, oh yeah, I pay $400 for every single club, but I only see a driver on that setting. I don't know what an H is. That looks like a 6-iron and a 7. I don't know what H is. P for, well, I guess, I don't know. I don't know where the wedge is unless you just do sand. But dude, I just saw this week, and believe, I don't know how this company is still in business.
Let me pull this up here.
If you can pull that other video
Okay.
up, it's truly
Yeah.
a piece of artwork.
So we got some loft settings here.
Yeah, you got the loft settings, but it's like, oh my god, man. And it's hilarious when you look at some of the images like on the website and stuff like, oh yeah, these big massive engineers. Like if you're an engineer and this is all you can do, like give me a break.
Here's the site.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, so what do you
$400
got?
club.
Putter. Oh, Stinger. Oh, H for hybrid. Okay.
Specialized for those stingers.
Yeah, right. Couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. 64 lob. Dude, this is a joke, man. If this company truly is making money,
Okay,
like
so
you and
first
I
of
are in
all-
the wrong line of work. Like we need to be rethinking.
Oh, I'm sure there's
our-
people who buy this.
But it's like, are you fucking
But, like,
joking me,
okay.
man?
Why would you want to play 18 holes with
That's
one?
what I'm
with one club?
saying. Go to the homepage. We got to watch this now. Can you go to the homepage? Okay, yeah. Go down, click that sucker. We don't need to watch the whole thing. Yeah, that's what they used to be called. Yerqua, ha, 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 ha. How the hell are you in business? This is a joke. Oh, click.
3D.
I feel like I'm watching like a Lord of the Rings episode.
So epic.
There's the drone footage, dude. Drone footage.
Hey, don't
how
knock
you-
on drone footage.
Yeah, I know. We love the drone footage.
Beautiful New Zealand. And
Yeah, see, there you
I
go.
am
Simon
so
Mall.
excited to share with you what we're doing on Urquhart Golf.
Oh,
No
look
matter
it.
what your level of golf, we've got a way for you to
Okay,
enjoy.
I've seen enough. So this should blend into our next section, which is,
It's-
reviewing things that make us mad. But
For real.
yeah, I don't
though.
like this.
It's so bad. And look, man, first of all, look at that. Oh, well, you clicked off of it. But if you're going to
Okay.
actually try to sell a product, especially golf and golf clubs. Get people that can swing the club. Like, first of all, you know that guy is not bowing his wrist like amateur hour. There's that piece to it. And
Yeet.
it's just, come on, man. Like, try harder, be better. Like, my God. Urquhart, give me a break.
Look at these stick shots, though.
What, of the drone
Okay,
footage?
so from putter to lob wedge in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I could pull out my lob wedge in.
Yeah. Calm and cool collected to piss off in 2 seconds as well because the club doesn't work.
But look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
I'm on their
No
website
space
right now.
required, which is okay.
What does it say? Well, you know what's funny? If you go like towards the end of that video too, it's just two guys running around with one club from hole to hole. It's like I feel like I'm watching like guys like scavenger for food. It's like, give me a break, man. Like, why would you even want to like go around the golf course like that? Or, hey man, would you come to the course with today? Oh, I just got a club. I just got my club.
Okay,
don't
there's
have
an element
clubs?
where there's an element of golf here that we're not talking about, which is speed. If
Oh,
you
God.
you could speed up your round by 40% by switching
Well,
to this club, would you?
So, well, that's what I'm saying. So I think their marketing strategy is a little off, at least when it comes to messaging, because it shouldn't be about, the all-in-one experience. It's like, hey, man, you want to finish the round in under like 2 hours? Here you go. Here's the club that'll get you there. Like, best of luck.
Oh,
my
man.
God,
Okay, I gotta show this shot of these
these
guys
pictures are
running.
unreal.
Okay, where's
Which
that guy
one?
running?
Oh, dude, it's
Just
hilarious.
the one guy.
It's not
They're like sprinting.
This guy running up the hill is really
Yeah,
good.
they're running up the hill. It's like you have the one guy. I love like the contrast there.
Look how happy they are, though. Look how good he is.
Yay! I did it. I clicked the club. I click it and I win. God, it's such a terrible name. Apparently, it's made
There's
after
also a major foul in that you have your old company name in your video.
That's what I'm saying. So apparent, I was just about to say. Apparently, it's so that guy. This is a real like last name, and it's the
Oh, okay, that
guy.
makes sense.
It's named after the guy that apparently invented the like all-in-one club, back in like the old Scottish days. So it's a
Okay.
tribute to him. Now, I think that guy would probably even tell you today, hey man, this is a truly terrible business model and product that you're pursuing, and I wouldn't suggest moving forward with it. Like, do not pursue VC funding. They will laugh at you as you're walking out the door. But yeah, I mean, look at that
Okay.
picture, man. My God.
I legitimately think there is a market for this. I think there are people with
I can tell you
high
where that market
expendable
is.
incomes. No, hear me out.
Okay.
Okay, so imagine, honestly, not someone too much unlike yourself. You live in a city, you have very limited space,
Mm-hmm.
and you like to go out golfing once in a while with your buddies.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I could have one club, and like, it's kind of like, I don't care how good I do.
So I'll say this: it's
know?
yeah. No, I hear you.
Okay, here's a better example.
Uh,
Someone who's really into like home automation or like dumb technology products that cost way too much that are kind of useless
yeah,
would think this is cool.
without a doubt, and it's probably the same guy that probably has like head covers for his irons. So like it has iron covers.
That's a whole nother topic.
I know.
Jake.
We'll
We're
get
not gonna
into
go there
that
yet.
in another week, but I would like to think, first of all, no guy or gal for that matter under the age of 40 is buying this. If you are, you are a loser. And
I think you just alienated half of our
dude, that's fine.
viewership.
Well, I'm not trying. Like, I feel we're probably just gonna, even from our one person audience and Mr. Putters, we're gonna like make their revenue for the year because there's no way in hell they've sold one club in the last decade. Like, who is funding this crap? I mean, even the club just looks terrible, man. My God, look at that thing.
Hey, We are on a show called the Average
right.
Golf Podcast. If someone
Yeah,
is
I know.
using this club and enjoying it, good for you.
Good
And
for
only has
you,
to carry
man.
around one club.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah. Way to be lazy as hell. Good stuff.
Oh no. I
uh,
think it is a interesting product,
push and
and I'll leave it at
twist.
that.
You know what I think of when I think of this club? I think of like the Bop It. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think of. Bop it,
It's a
twist it,
novelty.
turn it. It's a novelty. Yeah,
It's
that's
a
what I think
novelty.
of. Like,
You
I
get it
bet,
to try it out and think like, I'll play a few rounds with it, and then
yeah.
realize how bad not having real clubs is, and then move
I
on.
think the guy that invented this fake Scottish Brit guy, whatever, wherever he's from, he had the Bop It. When he twisted it, he's like, oh, maybe I could put this on a club and it'll work.
Here's a question for you:
Yeah.
Is this legal to play with in a tournament?
Hell no. There's no way.
There's no way, right? Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, actually, I
Because like
take
I could see a use case for that. If it's like you wanted to have three different clubs, if you wanted to have like 17 clubs in your bag, but you don't
Right.
have room, maybe this would cover some ground. But it can't be legal, right?
I don't. I mean, I think at the end of well, see, and this is where we're getting into PGA
Consult the book of
territory
knowledge
again.
here.
Well, this is good info that we probably need to look up for the next episode. So maybe we write this down. I'll take a note. I've got a notebook here. Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe we can start
Let's
like an
circle back on
education segment here. Regulation.
Because if it was legal, which I don't think it is,
Uh-huh.
I could see it being a useful product in that regard.
I think for your local muni or something, for sure.
Oh,
Again, over the age of like 50.
Yeah.
Because again, if you're using this under the age of 40, you are a loser. Loser. Anything else on the Q Club?
Wonderful. I mean, it's
So we're gonna buy
it
this,
is,
right?
I think we need to do a review video.
That's what
Maybe it's awesome. Jake.
Dude, maybe we'll get
Could be
sponsored by
freaking
Q Club
awesome.
like next week because, like I said, we're gonna meet their revenue forecast. For
Not anymore.
2023.
You already ruined that. You ruined that already.
Nah, man. Q Club's they're gonna thank us for this review. So, anyways, Q Club, everyone, if you want to go check them out, don't. It's a terrible idea.
All right.
But anyways,
So since you're already really
yeah, I'm
mad,
ready. I'll segue.
let's go into our next section,
segue over.
which is the old teed off section.
Teed off, and yeah, I would say the focus of the segment is in the name, teed off. This is where we are going to talk about everything that really grinds our gears on the golf course, from golf Karens to walking across the line to dragging ass, you name it, we'll cover it. So I know what we're talking about. I think I've shared this with you as well, because this is one of the biggest, gets my blood boiling. Like, I don't think I ever get so mad on a golf course when this stuff happens. So if you want to just pull up the video,
All right.
I'll say this. I'm going to preface the video, so hold it. Everyone, after, it won't take but 5 seconds into this video that those that truly are that love the game, this is going to piss you off more than anything. Let's just play and we'll talk about it. Jesus, man. This is so painful right now. Oh my God.
Okay. So first of all, I want to say I've seen probably 10 videos on Instagram with this exact same caption, more or less.
True.
And I don't think this is real. I think this is fake.
You don't
because-
think so?
Okay. If, for one, I understand your point on this. Like, people who take way too long to set up, which I've seen them in real life,
Mm-hmm.
it is really annoying. And it's usually older guys who are not great. But
Whoa.
whatever, like, I can deal with it. This is to an extreme, and I've seen a lot of these videos to the extreme, which makes me, like, I think that's worse. Like,
Yeah.
Pretending that this is a real thing is worse. Maybe this is real, but like if you're just saying we're gonna do a funny video with this because they're trendy right now, which they literally are. I've seen 10 of them.
Yeah.
That is way worse. It makes me way more mad than this being a real thing.
Here's the thing. I'm pulling up because I found this on YouTube. Let me just like take a look at one thing if this isn't gonna like give me ads and the whole 9 yards. So, okay, so I was trying to see if this was like a specific guy, but it's just off of like a meme channel. Here's the thing that like for me, I'm all about like I'm an emotional person. For those that know me well, dude, it's like within 5 seconds of just watching this, like it's that emotional thing of like I want this guy to already hit the freaking ball, and he's still not doing it, and he's still not doing it, and he's still not doing it, and all of a sudden like you see that swing come at the end, like my world has imploded completely because I've gotten stuck with guys like these, more or less actually when they're by themselves and they won't let you pass, or they hit, or they just like there's it's almost like a science where they have planned it so well. They know their cues and their times so well that they're afraid of getting paired with random people, that they will be the one solo golfer in between two groups of three. They just know how to do it. And it's like, I want to punch you in the face and then hit you with a club in the face and then throw a ball at your face and then throw you in the pond. It's so terrible. Now, I hear your point though. This could be fake, because there is a lot of this out there for sure. But it's for me, I wanted to put this out there because it's like, man, I just like emotionally and from like just all the feelings. Oh, dude, I really, really just want to beat this guy up. Which reminds me, I probably should like start making a list of like probably like I don't know, like the top 10 like internet golfers maybe I want to punch. I'm not like a huge guy, but like there are some dudes out there, man. I think
You better watch what you say.
I know I should, but I won't.
What's our caller's name?
Yeah, Mr. Putters. We'll sick Mr. Putters.
He already hates us. He's
Yeah, he
our
already
worst
hates us. I don't even know who
We
this
can't lose any
schmuck
more
is.
fans.
God, freaking clown. Whatever. But it's you
Yeah.
know.
So let me throw a shout out to Midwest Golf in that I have never been paired up with anyone. I think I've been like asked to go out with other people or like
Yeah.
actually paired up, but like it's always been whoever that person was just like took off before our actual tee time and just like didn't want to deal with it.
And just didn't want.
Which
Yeah.
happened like once or twice. But like we don't really have to deal with that around here.
So here's a
At most
question for
clubs.
you. So, because I know you and I golf solo a good amount. Do you welcome being paired or do you dread it?
Depends.
Mm-hmm.
I
How so?
I think it depends on where I'm going, to be honest. If I'm going to like
I'm
a
with
better
you.
club, I'm
That's a
fine with
big
it
one.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Because usually golfers are better. Usually conversations are more interesting.
Yep.
If I'm so like I will say that like if people are slow and I'm a solo golfer, like I've asked to join groups before just to hang out, we're
Same.
all waiting, we might as well just golf together.
Same here.
It's a really hit or miss, especially in like public courses, your local uni and stuff, like
Yeah.
really hit or miss. And I think that's where you would realistically see someone like this if this is real.
Yeah. If it's real.
Yeah. So I'm not against it at all. I mean, I love we're all doing something together. Like I love scrambles. getting paired up with a couple people that, you know, like being on the same team is super fun.
Yeah.
For that, but I think it can be hit or miss depending where you're like, what is the average golfer like at the golf course you're trying to golf on, and that can be risky.
It can be, without a doubt. I think if I was gonna throw like the question back at myself, like I used to be, I used to at first not be a huge, go get it solo golfer. I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot that kind of like works against you mentally to be like, oh, this is gonna just be a bad experience. Because I think average golfers are always like, man, I'm not good enough to like get paired, as a solo.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna judge me and this and this and that. And your point is so spot on when with like the influence of the course, because if it's a halfway decent course, I think there's almost like I'm struggling for the words. Maybe it's because of the red blend, but like it's like the unspoken, like, hey, here's the expectation of the course, right? Like if you're gonna go off solo, you're not gonna like be dinking around. You're not gonna like not know what to do. You're not gonna, not know the rules, all that good fun stuff. And so I bring that back to my own point where it's like that was very much my mindset, uh, early on, but I've like figured out a way to kind of press through that. And I think like, I've done some other things like joining golf society and all that stuff that's helped overcome it, which has helped me like not be like this schmuck and be like, look, I can't take 30 seconds on the tee. Like I got to get a rhythm and get a routine down so I can like keep up with the group and not piss everyone off. Because I'm not joking. I'm at the point, if I got paired with this guy, Matt, sorry, Eagle, I'd be like, dude, no. Like, if I wouldn't. If there was a way to, like, get around this and not be with this guy, I'd go to the marshal or the starter, or whatever it was, and be like, yo, like, this guy, you need to come watch this guy for one swing and tell me that this is right. And if you're in agreement with this, like, I'm out of there. Like, I won't even go off.
okay. So first of all, a lot of things you're saying there are like unrealistic for most places, right?
True.
Like if in reality you're at an average course
Uh-huh.
and you get paired up with some guy like this, I mean, how do you get out of that first? Like, do you just,
I would say something so here's what I would do. If Obviously, if there's a foursome in front of you, there's not much you can do. You're
Yeah.
probably going to have to like put up with it. I would almost even go back a group.
Yeah.
Because I say that because visually, like I'm a visual person. If I'm seeing this guy every frickin' hole do this, it's just going to drive me freaking nuts, man. Like I can't be on the tee box. I can't be within 100 yards of this idiot. If I'm getting held up by him, at least it's not my direct problem, and I just want to be the one that can complain about it all day long. Like I just want to put myself kind of in the second seat of the roller coaster so I don't have to deal with all of the headwind at the front because it's absurd. It's absurd. But
I think we should probably preface that with saying, go ahead.
No, you go. I've talked too much.
We should preface that by saying like neither of us are like great golfers. Like,
Well, I'm a single handicap now.
well, there you go.
By
But
the
like,
record.
you'll also go out and shoot
No,
a
I know.
95 once in a while.
Oh,
you know,
100. Like sometimes, like all the time.
yeah. So like, it's not like I think golf for the most part, like as long as you're not slowing the group down, you can be as bad as you want. But that's like the one thing you can't do, right?
I could not agree more.
And
I've got no
go ahead.
problem if you're a bad golfer. That's not the issue. The issue is, it's funny. Golf's funny where it's like we do not, none of us want to be out there a minute past 4 hours at all. But
Depends
yet
on where
we'll
you
go.
are. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, sure, but I'd like to think, you know, we continue to go out there expecting to like finish in like 3 hours and 30 minutes, even though it takes 5 hours. But yeah, we keep going, we keep going, we keep going. But if you're part of a group that is keeping pace and still able to be social, still able to have fun, it's like hell yeah, man. Like I'd sign you up for my group every day. Like I've met tons of guys like that on the course where it's you know, golf with them one time and just be like, yo, had a great time. Anytime you want to just like, if you need a twosome, like twosomes make it so much easier, even if you just have one other guy that you can go with. And it's like, I know either they're equivalent in skill or at least on pace, they're going to stay with me. It's like, oh, I'll golf with you all day long, man. Like, no problem. So, I don't know. I know we kind of like went down a wormhole at this. I want to find who this guy is because he's made my life
Yeah.
miserable. But
Let's. I think that you brought something up that's kind of important though. Is like the idea of like, okay, let's say you are this guy, and
Okay.
like, granted, you shouldn't be taking nearly that long to hit, but like
no.
getting paired up with someone is kind of like a nightmare at times, right? Like especially someone who's like kind of getting into golf.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what's the experience of him like dealing with you being pissed off that he's so slow?
Oh,
You
I'm
know?
sure it's not fun. I'm sure it's not fun. I know
Okay,
it.
but I also don't think that's real. Like I've never had that happen. I've never seen anyone like throw a fit about something like that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's a situation like as a solo golfer a lot, like you play through
Yeah.
fairly often, right?
Yes.
And like I don't know, 8 times out of 10, you hit a bad drive because you're nervous when you're hitting through. You know,
Sure.
like
Like 9 out of 10 times. Yes.
yeah.
Definitely.
Point being is like you go up, you hit quickly, you get to your next ball and get out of their way, right?
Correct. You're usually giving yourself a wash on that hole, unless like obviously if you're a better golfer than the likes of you and I, then that's something different. But yes, because
Yeah.
you're nervous, you want to hit it, you just want to get it going, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why you try to plan that stuff too. At least like I do, where I would rather try to pass you on a par three because it's so fast. I can just get
Mm-hmm.
no matter what happens. It's like I'll drop up by if it goes in the water or something, I'll drop up by the green, whatever it is. It's just yeah, man. I mean, I'll say this, like I've been paired with a guy a few times. It has not been like nearly as ridiculous as this, which now I'm leaning towards this is fake. But yeah, it's just like I don't know, man. Just move the con. Like, come on. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I
Just
think it
like,
just comes down to etiquette. Like
yeah,
you don't want to slow people down, and you know it's okay for one hole to like be an inconvenience if whatever you got to do, but like yeah,
pace of play, man.
still good.
Pace of play.
Pace of play.
Yeah.
Exactly. If there's one tip, just don't slow the group down.
Yeah, don't
or the people
suck
behind
and
you.
don't be slow. How about that?
No. It's not that you don't suck.
I'm
It's
just
that you
kidding.
like you can suck and be fast still. Like
Yeah.
I don't care if you like duff your drive and then you hit 5 shots before I can hit. Like that's fine. Just do it quickly.
Just yeah, like
Show me
yeah.
you're trying.
Yeah, do your business and move on, right?
Yeah.
It's just like kind of going to the bathroom or something. Like do it and move on. I don't know if that's quite the analogy, but you know what I mean.
All right.
So, well, we got through our sections, man.
Yeah.
This was good. I think we got a caller.
This is going on way longer than we were anticipating.
I know
so
it really
great.
has. So, well, look, we're only going to get better at this, but if you happen to watch this video in its entirety, please let us know. Shoot us an email at spicygolfco@gmail.com. That is a real email address.
We'll respond to you.
We will 100% respond to you, and thank you for making it through this whole entire video. If you would like to submit content, and we would love for you to please submit content for any of these sections, or if you have an idea for a new section we should cover, because this is, again, ground zero. We may not even air this. We'll see. But you can DM us at, excuse me, at Spicy Golf Co. on Instagram, or again, send us an email at spicygolfco@gmail.com. We would love to feature you or a submission of someone that has a great spicy shot, something that tees you off, or shoot, let us know if you maybe want to be the next caller in. I don't know who Mr. Putters is. We'll track him down. Or if you have a great new golf product, either you or someone that's making it, send it our way. We'd love to talk about it. This was good, I think. I don't know. I'm glad we did it. We got through it.
It's done. We've
It's
been talking
done
about this
now.
for a while.
Yeah. No, this is solid. Wow, it's already been an hour. That's awesome. Sick.
Yeah.
Well, Eagle, it's been a pleasure as always. We'll tune in
has been.
next week, man. Any final thoughts? I'll give you the floor. I've talking too much tonight.
I mean, if I can just say like one thing, like the whole reason we want to do this is just like, for one, we love golf, but we don't really relate to 99% of the golf content out there, which is PGA. Like, we're just two dudes who love playing golf and want to share that with other people. And hopefully this makes it a little bit more accessible for some people to know that like you're not alone. So yeah,
Love it.
rip it.
Grip it, rip it. No, that's so well said. So please, everything that Eagle said, I echo. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. And as always, keep it spicy. We appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace.